We are live. Hello, everyone. Happy day one of the 3-day 30K writing challenge. I'm very excited. And I've been just caffeinating this morning so far. I've managed to get a few hundred words written this morning, just kind of getting my brain going for the day. Hello, hello. But of course, my children had other plans for me, so not too much writing this morning so far. So I really need to get going because I'm going to try to write at least 10,000 words today because I realized that if I write 34K over the course of this challenge, that I will hit 150K over 15 days over 5 of these 3-day 30K challenges. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. What's a couple more K each day, right? We can do it. Let's go. Everybody who's here, let us know how you're doing in the comments, how much you've written so far, what your goals are, how much you're hoping to get written over these 3 days. Yes, I love hearing about everybody's challenges and the numbers they're setting for themselves. You've got 4,000 done so far today, going for 7K. Got 2.5K done so far. Awesome. Yay, we love to see it. Honestly, like the goal of this challenge isn't for everyone to write 30,000 words in 3 days. The goal is to get more writing done together than we could get done on our own individually. So it already seems like people are winning and succeeding in that way. So I love to see it. 3.7K so far, on the way to 10K for today. Yay! We love it. Gee, you pulled an all-nighter and I reached 8.5K already. We love to see it. I hope after this you can take a nap. Because you still got 2 more days ahead, so don't burn yourself out on day one. I think for me, day one is about like getting unstuck. Like the day one, I think, is the hardest mentally to like get into the writing flow. So it's like a lot of flexing the muscle of like, okay, silence your inner critic, just keep writing, starting to reconnect those kind of synapses between your thoughts and the words and your fingers on the keyboard and practicing that more and more. And by the end of the day, you're like, okay, I can access the story pretty quickly in my brain. And then day two, you don't have like the shiny energy of day one. So even though the story's coming quickly, the motivation is lower. And then day three is kind of like the last hurrah where you're just like, I can do it. I'm going to get there. So help me. So today, day one is all about just like getting into that flow. And one thing before we jump into the sprints that I want you to remind yourselves is that how you're starting now isn't how you're going to feel throughout the whole challenge. Every hour isn't created equal. Usually, like the first few hours of writing feel a lot stickier than once you keep going throughout the day. So don't compare your writing in this moment to what it might be in a couple hours from now or tonight or tomorrow or however into the future. Just be in the moment, just get the words done. Don't start going like, okay, if it takes me this long to do this sprint, it's going to take me X number of hours to do the whole thing. So just be in the moment, just be with you and your manuscript and the words. And yeah, let's get some writing done. I'm excited. Okay. Oh my gosh, I love hearing everybody's challenges. Yes, awesome. All right, so today we are going to be doing 4 Pomodoro writing sprints. So Pomodoros are 25-minute writing sprints, and then taking a 5-minute break to have a little chat, and then we'll jump back in again. That's when the dopamine is so important. Important, helping me push through. Yes, dopamine. What's everybody doing for dopamine right now? Got a lot of caffeine happening for me. And I had some time outside in the sunshine, and that helped a lot as well. But yes, okay. So the Sprint app I'm going to be using today is the Forest app, which I'm really enjoying because it plants like a little tree every time you do the sprint. So we're going to be doing 4 25-minute sprints, And then we're going to take a little break in between, chat about our words, how much we've written during those sprints. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, let's see. What plant do we want to plant this time? Okay, we've got a cactus, a mushroom, a Monstera plant, a pumpkin, a coral, or a tree. So let me know, what do we want to plant today for our first 25-minute sprint? Give some people a chance to like get ready and get going for mushroom. We love to say mushroom and get people excited and ready. Hello, hello, happy 3-day 30K. Welcome, welcome. Giving people like 5 minutes to get going. I'm moving, I've got two screens, so I'm moving my writing screen up above my live screen so that I can write and see all of you at the same time and all of your comments. So I am working on my second book in my Dream Slayer series. And yes, so it's called the Forest App. And you get all these different little plants. Mushrooms, mushrooms. Okay, we're doing a mushroom. And so yeah, it's a free app that you can get just in the App Store. Yeah. So today I'm working on Dream Slayer book 2. I've been thinking about this book and brainstorming this book for over a year. I just finished the developmental edits on the first book that's coming out next year with Harper Voyager. So I feel like I'm like in the manuscript. I'm like ready to write book 2. But book 1, I just jumped from like the finished product of that book, like nearly finished. It still has like, grammatical edits, but the story's done, to the first draft of this one. And I think that can be a jarring disconnect for a lot of us, right? To go from like, my writing after several passes is obviously a lot cleaner, a lot more beautiful than the first draft. So I have to keep reminding myself not to compare my first draft to my finished draft. And so that will be important for me during this challenge, but I'm excited. Book 1 is pretty messed up. It's about a dream that falls in love with a nightmare, and it's set in hell. And book 2 is set in the nightmare realm. So it's gonna be twisty. If I make some weird faces as we're sprinting, that is why. All right. Okay. I think we've given everybody a few minutes to hop in the group. If people come in and join us as we're working, they can just hop straight in and start sprinting, and then we'll take a break after 25 minutes. So we've got our little mushroom ready to go, and I shall hit start. All right. Let's get going. Happy writing, friends. 25 minutes. Off we go. Okay, that is 25 minutes. How did everybody go? Let's see, what did I do? I did just over 1,000 words, 1,031. It's pretty good for me. Usually I'm somewhere around 8 to 900 if I'm feeling the flow. So 1,000 was pretty good. I feel good about that. How did everybody else go? How many words is everybody working with? Got 537. Also, I loved hearing your typing. It was like extra body doubling. Oh, good. I'm glad. Honestly, I love hearing the sound of people typing too. Got 906, 487, 630. Yay! Yay! We love to hear it. That's awesome. Yeah, I really like the body doubling of hearing typing as well. So that helped me keep going too, because I was hoping to kind of like help set a pace for everyone else to hear the, help everybody else keep going. I joined around 5 minutes to go and got 111 exactly. Yay! Lucky number 810 998. I just made a mood board for the chapter I'm working on. Real. We've all been there. 816, 272 new words filling in the beginning of a scene. Awesome. 378, just starting to get into the group. Yeah, that's usually me. My first few goes of the day are like 50, 100 as I'm just like words, and then it starts to go. My dinner is ready, but this definitely helped shift my thinking process from the cute rom-com to the dark fantasy I'm going to work on instead. Oh, I love that. Fun. Yes, after my own heart, as someone who writes both fantasy and rom-coms. I think that would be really fun sometime to do a challenge where I was doing both, like working on two at the same time. When it's like you run out of kind of energy or thought for one, jump to the other. Maybe one day. One day. I got stuck in a questioning session in Discord and trying to block out the noise from my family. No words. Okay. Maybe this time putting your phone on silent or something, for 25 minutes just to give it a go. Although family you can't put on silent, that I relate to very heavily. What I love about being a pantser is that I'm just as shocked as everyone else about the twist. I love that. I'm shocked at where the story has just gone. Oh, I love that so much. I love that feeling because sometimes even when I plot a scene a little bit more, I still sometimes I'm like, oh, okay, that's interesting. This is where we're going. Okay, be willing to deviate from the plan and go there. Or sometimes it's just like a really great like quip or sentence or comeback and you're like, oh yeah, I don't know where that came from. It just emerged as I was writing. I love that so much. There's a plan. I feel like for me, the first book as I'm writing is more of a discovery, and then each book after I have to think about more ahead of time so that I know how much to put into the first book that leads into the second, third, and things like that. I love when I'm plotting and suddenly the big twist reveal hits me. It gives me so much fuel to want to write, to reach it. Yes, yeah, that has happened to me a few times with books, like The Witch's Blade, which is my second book. There's a character who has a secret in that I didn't know. I knew he had a secret. I didn't know what it was. And then about halfway into writing it, I was like, "Oh, of course it's this." And then I was like, "Oh no." And I had to go back and rewrite the whole thing but it was just like, "No, it has to be this." And it feels so good when you figure it out. And then you have to go back and like figure it out. Figuring out the catalyst for the story and getting sidetracked by questions that are helpful. Oh, okay, well, that's good. If it's helping you figure out your story, then yay, awesome. I need to get this character out of this hospital, but I'm so bad at switching scenes mid-sprint. Just figured out how to do it. I know that feeling. We've got to get people moving. We've got to get them going. How do I do that? That's happened with me with the book I'm writing for the challenge. It feels so good. Yay! Exciting twists. I'm only planning about 5 chapters ahead, and while it makes it messy, I'm having so much fun. Yay! Oh, I love it. I love hearing everybody's process. All right, let's do another sprint. Who's ready? All right, we're going to do a cactus this time. All right, cactus time. Let's go. Okay. Another 25 minutes. How did everyone go? I did 1,003 words this time. Another scene drafted. It's very nice when it can be a whole scene, cut off it. The whole scene. Right. Halfway through our sprint session. We've done 2 and we've got 2 more to go. But yes, we'll take a 5-minute break now. So if anybody needs to go make some more coffee, go get more words, go get more words. Go get some snacks, go to the toilet, whatever you need to do. We'll start again in 5 minutes. 980! Hell yeah! I think that's the most words I've ever done. Awesome. 632 words. Woo! I didn't even know 25 minutes had passed. I love that. I love that feeling when you're in the zone. Hopefully after the sprint session, you'll be able to like take that energy and run with it for the rest of the day. Or if you're going to sleep after this into tomorrow. I got 0 words written because I remembered I had to feed my family. That is so real. Hard relate. Oh, right. I have tiny people and I need to do things. Yes, but hopefully things were happening in your brain at the same time. Cracked the 5K mark for today. Yay, awesome. 115 words, got through the new beginning of the scene, now to flesh out the rest. Awesome. Yes, we love that. Got distracted, killed a bunch of characters. I'm sitting at 5,500. Hey, Rebecca. Oh my gosh, I love that. Killed a bunch of characters, sitting at 5,000 words. I love being an author. I was using that sprint to work on some signing prep. Awesome. Honestly, sometimes writing sprints are great just for admin body doubling. When I go to writing sprints at the library with the writing group, a lot of times it's to like draft up emails and newsletters and stuff like that because sometimes I need even more support to get like admin done than I do writing. I did 500-ish. Yay! Pesky families needing to be fed 3 times a day. So real, so real. Started writing a new chapter. Huzzah! We love. Awesome. Yay. Yes, I feel you on the family-ing. That it is the one thing that I find harder about doing these challenges at home. Although I sleep better at home, which is nice, and all my stuff is here, so that's good. But I do quite like when I can getting away and going to like a hotel for 3 days because I feel like I can go crazy because there's no other responsibilities. So I might try to do that for at least one of the challenges next year. I've been collating all the votes. We've had a vote a few months back on what months worked best for people for the challenge next year. So I think we're going to do 5. So only a couple months in between each one, which will be good. So we're going to do 5 challenges next year for anybody who wants to jump in and join us, or even just 1 or 2 each year. But yeah, it's quite good even if you're doing it for like revisions and doing it for hours rather than words. Yeah, I always look forward to these challenges. It's such a like great feeling knowing like, okay, even if I can't get to the writing this month or right now, I know another challenge is coming up. I know I'm gonna get it done then. And so I don't have to kind of constantly be like, oh, I need to get some writing done right now. I'm like, no, 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 it's coming. Right now I can focus on editing and marketing and admin and parenting and life, and then knowing another challenge is coming to draft up the next book. Hubby has taken kids out for the day. He's so good when these challenges pop up. Yay! That's awesome. Don't know if I'm going to hit 10K today. The day was just too crazy to get a lot of words It's now 5 p.m. and I'm just shy of 4K. Yay, that's still amazing. 4K in a day is awesome. Yay, the more the merrier. I'm hoping I'll be ready to do some editing in the next few challenges. Awesome. Yeah, I really enjoyed doing like the revisions with the challenge too. But I think it's definitely easier to do revisions where you track hours worked rather than words, because when you're editing, you're taking words out too, right? And so then I think it kind of like, it's a mind game if you're counting words and you're taking more words out than you're putting in. So I think I might do a couple of these challenges doing revisions next year and have it be like, my goal to work like 6 hours each day or however much. So that's the plan. It feels really nice to make so much progress on projects. I'm wrapping up soon, around 900 words away from my goal for the day. Yay, that's so exciting. I'm still hoping to get more tonight, but we'll see how close to 10K I get. Awesome. And I love that mindset too. It's like even if you don't get to 10K, it's like just see how much you can do and be proud of that, you know? It's like so much more than you would probably do on a regular day on your own, you know? So that's the goal, is just like, go in with that spirit instead of being like, "Oh no, I didn't get." It's like I still did a crap ton of writing today. Hell yes. Sometimes I have to fight guilty feelings because I see how much I can get done in a short amount of time and realize I've wasted a lot of time in the past. Well, I know that feeling. I know that feeling well, but also I think sometimes like staring at the wall time is really important too, Like you need that kind of just like watching movies and consuming stories and wandering around and all of that stuff that's perceived as like lazy and time wasting, I think sometimes you need a little bit of that procrastination time to get to the moment, and then you come do these challenges, get a bunch of writing done, and then off we go. Awesome. Yes. Okay, cool. All right. Are we ready to do another? All right. We're on to our third one now. Let's do it. All right, 25 minutes. Off we go. 25 minutes is up. All right, how did we go this time? This time I did 1,153. That one went pretty fast because there was a lot of dialogue in that scene, and I find the dialogue goes a little bit faster than the descriptions of things. All right. I got 415. Yay! Awesome. $835 for me. Awesome. Well done. Everybody's doing so good. Okay, just got my new highest word count of 1,001. Crazy. That's 7.1K for the day. Boom. 640 words, 700-ish. I had to go back and fill in some details, but everyone's alive this time. And officially hit the 4K mark. Woo! Awesome. I got a few ideas, but not many words. Awesome. Ideas are important. Ideas will help the words come faster later. 969 words. The exciting incident, and it was very tense. So I got on a roll. Awesome. I love that feeling when it's starting to really cook. 143 words. On to revising chapter 4. Woo! 100 words before I reached 10K for the day. Boom! That's awesome. I almost finished a chapter, and then my dog burst into the room wanting to play tug of war with her croissant toy. Aw, you can't say no. You can't say no to your puppy. It's so hard sometimes when my cats will like fall asleep on my lap or something, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm here for the day. 504 in that one, finally starting to get into a bit of a groove now. The first two sprints were a struggle. Yes, I feel that. I feel you. That was me this morning when I first woke up, and I was just like trying to get there. 526 and a lot of staring at the wall. Important. Staring at the wall time is very important. 525, I ended up having to jump to a scene outside of where I'm at currently, but it's helped get back into it. Nice. Yeah, I do that too. I definitely jump around. Sometimes I like going back and forth. But I think for me, I usually jump to wherever I know I can write, like wherever I know the flow is. So your family's being super loud and they're in a different room. Oh no. Yeah, one of my kids is like, we have like a little trampoline upstairs and I can hear her just like ba-dum. And I'm like, okay. Of course, now is the time. I'm 8 sprints in and using my walking pad. Awesome. So I'm gonna duck out because I desperately need a break. I have as many steps as words. Woo, that's amazing. But I'll be hanging out in the Discord this afternoon. Awesome. Happy writing to you too. Yes, we've got one more sprint and then we're gonna take off and I'm gonna go have some lunch and then I'll be hopping back into the Discord group and doing some more sprints in there. I feel like this challenge, I often get like a second wind in the evenings. So once everybody's like post dinner and often doing their own things in our house is quite often a time when I have like a second burst of energy. But this has been so good. I love doing these writing sprints together because I feel like I end up doing a lot more than I would do on my own. So thank you everyone for body doubling with me, and hopefully it's been good for you as well. I'm sitting around 8,000 words for today, 8,069 words. And so the goal for today is to do more than 10K because it's like 11:40 my time now, 11:40 a.m. And my goal is to get over 10K because I just, if I have the time and energy today, I like to front load the challenge a little bit. So in case, like, you never know with kids, right? Like one of the challenges, one of my kids got a tummy bug the first night, and then I was wrecked and had no sleep the next 2 days, and I still managed to squeak by and do it, but it was so hard. So I'm always like, if I can do it, if I can do more the first day, I try to. So it's been fantastic. Thank you. Oh, I'm so glad. Awesome. All right. Last sprint. Who's ready? We ready to go? Let me get my little plant growing. All right. 25 minutes. Off we go. Last one done. That was, how much was that for me? That was 1,043. So we're sitting at 9,131 words for today. Sweet. Awesome. Wow, well done. 476. Yay. Awesome. Everybody's killing it. This has been a really good sprint session. Yeah, we've done really well. About 350 words. I'm trying to get back into the story. Yeah, there you go. That's how you get started. Get the ball rolling. A little bit more each time. Awesome. 425. Woo! Sitting at 6,700 words. Lost track of how many that is, but the eldest child distracted me. That's so real. Did 400 in that file. You reached your 10K goal for today. Woo! Well done, G. That's awesome. And you hit your 5K goal for today. Yay! Wow, everybody hitting their goals. I love to see it. That's so awesome. 351, but distracted for half as my boyfriend called fair. Totally fair. That's about 2K for the day so far. Awesome. Well done. 2K is more than I do on an average day. Like, that's fantastic. So, yes, so close to 5K for the day. Wow, people are doing some big word counts for this challenge. I love to see it. Well done, everybody. Oh my goodness, that's so exciting. Yeah, these challenges are so good for just getting the ball rolling. And also I think they're really good too for just expanding what you think you can do in a day. Like what is possible. Because for me there was a time when I thought 1,000 words was like the most I could get done in a day. You know, like that really legitimately felt like my upper limit. And then over the years it kept expanding, and then I tried to challenge myself to see what was possible, what more could I do. And then all of a sudden, you know, on a day when your goal is to write, you know, 500 words or 1,000 words, you're like, yeah, I can do that because now I know I can write X number of words in a day. And so I think it's good to challenge ourselves and especially our self-limiting beliefs of what we think is possible, and see if we can just like every time just like slightly increase that goal a little bit more, see what we can do. Always good to challenge ourselves. But yeah, no, that has been fantastic. Well done, everybody. Love seeing all this word slaying happening. My normal daily goal is normally 2K, and the most I've ever done is 8K when I was staring down a deadline. Woo! Well done. Yes, I love to see it. Awesome. Well, day one is off to a great start. Hopefully, day 2 and 3 will be the same. We'll be doing these lives each day. So I hope you'll join me tomorrow at the same time to do 4 more Pomodoros. And also, I will have this video available as well if you want to watch it in replay, do some more Pomodoros, get some more of that energy going outside of the lives as well. And yeah, hopefully we can smash our word count goals. So I'm very excited. I will be in the group some more this afternoon as well, and hopefully getting beyond 10K today for the next few days. So, oh, you are so welcome. I'm so glad. Thank you for joining me on this challenge. And yeah, looking forward to it. All right. See you all. Happy writing.